So next up in dribbling, so if you're in a 1v1 situation, you want to make sure that you're explosive.
Explosiveness. When you're in a 1v1 situation against a defender, being explosive is the number one skill you should have to successfully go past them. It's used to unbalance the defenders, leaving them in the dust, practically saying "see you later" and running off towards their goal. This is where most players and you can show off your skills.
To be explosive, you need to make sure to master change of pace. You need to make sure to be very quick when you're changing the pace of how you're moving with the ball. So basically when you're with the ball, you're basically controlling the entire game. You're drawing defenders towards you, you're positioning your teammates depending on the defenders. The person who has the ball is under control. And so when you're moving slowly with the ball, you're changing the pace of the game to a more slower tempo. Okay, so when you're moving slowly with the ball, the defenders are gonna be probably backtracking slowly as well, unless they try to tackle you. So in that case, you would just move away from them. But what if they don't make a tackle? You have to make a dribble. So that's why. So you need to master explosiveness. You need to be explosive. You need to be on your feet. You need to change the pace as fast as possible. You know, it's just in a quick second, just bow, and then you're gone, right? You're moving slowly once, and then you're gone, right? So that's why this will disbalance defenders. So when you're moving with the ball slowly, the defenders will probably be backtracking like at an angle, first of all. So they'll probably be backtracking slowly. But once you suddenly change the pace and just zoom out of there, the defenders will have no clue what happened because you're just so fast. You just completely like threw them off, you know. So that's why change of pace has helps you to like just disbalance the defenders and just leave them clueless, just thinking like what just happened. So obviously changing pace is done by changing the speed at which you're going. So if you're going slowly and then you go fast and then you just leave the defenders in the dust. So this is done one of two ways. So first of all, you can just go right at the defenders. So if there's a defender in front of me right now, I can just like go towards him and then just go straight forward super fast. Or I can change directions. For example, if I'm going this way, the defender's following me over here, and then I change direction super fast. That would just mean that like I just changed direction super fast while changing my pace. So it can be done one of two ways. You can just go slowly and then go fast forward, or you can just go slowly in one direction and go fast the other direction. I would recommend the second one because it throws them off more, but you do what you're comfortable with. So when you're in a one-on-one situation and you need to be explosive, but you can't decide which direction you need to go to, and you're up against the defender in a 1v1, so you need to look at the defenders, like which angle they're at, because most competent defenders, they'll not stand like this or else they'll just get megged, but they'll stand at an angle, right? So they'll either stand like this, backtrack like this. So when you're gonna make a dribble, you need to see if they're like this or like this and go the opposite way of what they're facing. So if they're like this, if a dribbler is over here taking the ball here and I'm the defender, if I'm like this, then the person who's dribbling the ball will want to go that way because I'm facing this way, so I'm ready to make a tackle over here or over here, right? But then if they go behind me, I can't turn my head 180 degrees to look at it. So if they change their pace and just dribble me, like if they execute all of it properly, then I'll just be like I'll just like be dribbled, I guess. So I won't have the chance to tackle them because they're just gone. Or if they're facing this way and the ball is over here, and then the dribbler will have to go that way because that's the direction I'm not facing. So basically you want to look at how the defender's position. You want to go the opposite way of where they're facing to throw them off more and disbalance them. So in this scenario, skills come in very handy. Different skills like feints or step overs or flicks or chips or whatever. I'll just show you on the screen right now. these skills that were just shown on these can be help facilitate just throwing the defenders off, just balancing them even more, because if you run completely, they might know that, because defenders are not stupid, they know what you're gonna do. But then if you pull out a couple of skill moves, that's not gonna hurt either. It's because it'll mess with them, so it'll mess with their way of thinking or what they predict might happen, or it'll just help you dribble them more effectively and just increase the chances of you dribbling them. So skill moves come in very handy when you're trying to do this explosive 1v1 dribbling technique. And just a bonus tip, while dribbling, make sure that you have good situational awareness. Now the way you can develop this is just log on to YouTube, just watch a bunch of highlights, or just watch a bunch of matches on your TV once they're on. I mean, the Champions League is coming on soon, so you can just watch it like that. The World Cup just passed. So there's plenty of matches that you can watch on your TV live, and there's infinite number of matches that you can watch on YouTube, the highlights. You can search up montages of good dribblers. So there's just career highlights of good players, of good dribblers, such as Messi or Neymar. So you can just seek their career highlights and see that they don't always, when they're up against a defender, they don't always dribble them. They might pass them based on the situation, and they're very nitpicky about the moves that they choose, the skills that they choose to use on defenders based on a different situation. So for example, Neymar might flick it over a person instead of doing step overs. If there's a person right here, then he might choose to flick it over them instead of doing a step over and dribbling them, or just things like this. So, and there's plenty of clips. There's this one specific clip of Neymar that when he's up against, I think it's a Manchester City defender, then you'll see that instead of dribbling him, he passes the ball backwards, because he knows that there's a defender behind that defender, because this defender's all over in the Manchester City box, and so he knows that if he tries to dribble that one person, the two defenders behind him will come towards him and then just take the ball from him. And possession is the most important, other than goals of course, possession is the most important thing while playing football. The main thing is that you have the ball, that you're dominating the game by having possession, because that way you don't give the other team a chance to have the ball, and therefore give them less chance to score. So yes, so you always need to keep possession, and if that means not dribbling the defender that you really want to dribble, and just making a pass to make sure that your team still has the ball and just increase the chances of scoring, then you should probably not dribble them and just pass the ball. So that's dribbling.
Now, to master these things, we need to practice not only in game situations, but by ourselves as well, using drills.
One drill you can use to practice your close touch dribbling, especially your inside and outside foot movements, is to just place a bunch of cones with a little distance between each other, and you just inside, outside, and you turn inside, outside. And you can do that with one foot, you can do that with your other foot, inside, outside, and etc. You can do it using different techniques, like inside, outside, blah, 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 blah. You can also do it only inside, like inside. All of these things, they can come in handy to help you develop your close touch dribbling. Another very basic drill you can use to improve your close touch dribbling, especially the traveling of the ball, is to just run across the field with tiny steps and light touches, Just run across the field. Make sure you have the ball at your possession. Just take tiny steps. Just run across the field with the ball at your feet, and just to practice those small steps and those tiny touches, or the light touches, to make sure that you develop your sprint dribbling thing, It's a sprint dribbling skill. Another drill for your close touch dribbling would be just scattering a bunch of cones across like whatever area you're using, and just dribbling those cones, you know? Just make sure that you're dribbling all the cones, that you're using the inside, outside of your foot, that you're like inside and then outside, and then you're using your laces part to approach the cones inside. Just go zigzag around all the cones, and this will help you stay in possession, make the ball your best friend, and just have the ball glued to your feet at all times. So help you in scenarios where you're surrounded with defenders, so you can just turn with the ball, be agile with the ball, quick at the ball with your feet. Just all of these things this drill will help you with. And one of the most complicated drills that you can set up for a training your explosivity is by setting up a cone. So basically this drill is as simple and as straightforward as it gets. All you need to do is approach the cone with a lower pace, just slowly, and then you just explode out of the way, you know? Just keep the ball at your feet and just think of the cone as a defender. But the key thing here is to make sure you put in all your effort. Just make sure to imagine that this is a defender with real legs, real arms that can hurt you, that can tackle you, with the real feelings that you want to hurt by dribbling them. So you want to make sure that whenever you're dribbling this cone, whenever you're practicing your explosivity, you need to make sure you put in your full effort, sprint out of the way, do all of the skills you want to do, step overs, feints, whatever you want to do. If you want to take inspiration from some of the basic skills that I included before in this video, then you can use those too. Whatever you want to do, just make sure that you dribble the cone like it's a defender. So this will help you in a real game scenario where you're one-on-one against a defender. You'll remember that this cone and how you dribbled it, and it'll just help you implement those skills in that real game situation.